BJ Korros here for the Hollywood Moment. We are here in Hollywood tonight at the Hollywood Museum, all in celebration of Jean Harlow, Hollywood's first blonde bombshell. And tonight I'm here with...
Illeana Douglas. I'm not a blonde bombshell, but
I know, but you could be. Now, have you ever been a blonde?
No.
Never.
Never
even thought about it.
No. I stick with a brunette, being a brunette, but I love the blondes. I love them.
Now, with Jean, is there a favorite film of yours from her works?
God, probably has to be... I like her, the early ones that she did. What's the one where she did, is it Red Dust with...
Red Dust.
With Clark Gable.
Right.
She was fantastic.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And you know, it's so sad because, you know, as a film history buff, as you are as well, you know, passing away at 26, it just seems so unconscionable these days.
Crazy, I know. And engaged to William Powell.
Right.
Yeah, it's very, and her death somewhat mysterious.
Right.
You know, who knows?
Who knows? You
what
know,
about
she
Paul
kept on saying
Byrne?
she was okay, you know.
It's very, the family was weird. There's a lot of, I read her autobiography, but yeah, very young, and God knows what she had ahead of her, and but a lot of mystery.
A lot of mystery.
So I'm looking forward to seeing this
Could
stuff.
make a great story for Ryan Murphy to take one of the next segments.
I agree.
You know, I think this could be the next after he gets done. Well, you know, we're looking forward to Betty Davis and Crawford, the feud.
I'll be
then
there.
They're moving on to another one. That would be a great.
Well, I would
Harlow
love
story.
this. Hollywood has so many great mysteries and scandals.
I know.
The early ones are my favorite ones.
Oh, mine too. I've got to agree with you. You know, it's getting exciting because just around the corner, starting on April 6th through April 9th, we have the TCM Film Festival. How exciting is this, and what should we expect this year?
My favorite time of the year. I mean, I know that In the Heat of the Night is the opening night. I find out things. I know some of the people I'm going to be interviewing. I don't know all of them, but the theme is comedy, which is right up my alley. I know Lee Grant is getting a tribute. I love Lee Grant.
Oh, I do too.
Great actress, longtime family friend, Peter Bogdanovich.
Right.
He's a great hero of mine, and so those are some of the people that I know are going to be there.
Now, a lot of people are asking, will we see Robert Osborne here this year, you think?
Gee, you know, I don't know. I always hope so. He's
How's he doing? Can you share with us?
I mean, as far as I know, he's doing great, and you know, I haven't seen him in a while, but I always ask about him, and he's such a beacon, and everybody thinks about him, and so I hope, along with everybody else, that he's always in good health. Right.
And you know, I think one of those TCM moments was just a couple years back with Debbie Reynolds. I mean, what a classic moment.
Yeah.
Debbie's not here with us now.
I know.
It's just one of those sad but bittersweet moments. You know, recently Cher was on The Talk on CBS.
Yeah.
Question was asked to her, what do you do when you get home? What's the first thing you do? And she says, take off my makeup and watch TCM.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, so what do you do when you first get home from an evening?
Same. I have TCM running in my house, as they know, 24 hours a day. And also, if I can do the plug, Filmstruck and Criterion. So, yeah.
Now, who haven't you interviewed that you would love to interview on a TCM stage, particularly during the TCM Film Festival?
I have my number one. It's almost too obvious, but I would love to interview Gene Hackman. He's my number one. Would love to, and he worked with my grandfather, Melvin Douglas.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of his. You know, he lives in Santa Fe. He's a hard get. But I've done Jerry Lewis, Dick Cavett, was a personal hero of mine. Eva Marie Saint. I've interviewed some wonderful, wonderful people. But I'd love, of course, Gene Hackman, Jack Nicholson, you know, Warren Beatty, who I've met numerous times, but love to interview him.
I think it'd be great to interview him now after
Oscar.
I mean, what a better time, because, you know, it is not Warner Fay's fault, as we all know.
No,
and what a
great.
Classic interview if you could land that.
Great drama. He handled it so well.
I think so too.
Everybody did.
I think so too. I mean, La La Land, I think they're going to be making a lot of lemonade from these lemons. I mean, the most gracious. And think of it this way, 2017, no one's ever going to forget La La Land and Moonlight. Is that not a fact?
That's true. That's a good point.
They're going to be both classics
It was a great
someday on
moment.
TCM. There's
Great
no
TV.
question.
Great,
No question.
great television.
You know, women as directors,
Yes.
Allison Anders and all the great women.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to with the new entourage of women getting behind the camera and directing?
Well, I'm one of them. I'm directing a film, and so I'm all gung-ho for women always. I think they make great directors, great producers, and I want to hear, La La Land to me was a great example of, it wasn't so much a woman's story, but it's a great part for a woman.
Right.
And I think that's all women want. It's
Right.
not so much to tell
They want to see
women's
more
stories.
women's roles.
It's just some equality on the screen.
Can you tell us a little bit about the production that you're directing?
I cannot except to say
Okay.
that it's a comedy.
Okay,
But
well, we love this.
But hopefully, pretty soon I'll be able to.
You
make
know,
some
it's a year of
announcements.
comedy for you, no
Yes.
doubt, and it's
Yes.
going to be a comedy, fun-filled
Yeah.
time at the TCM Classic Film Festival, April 6th through April 9th. You can learn more
Come
by
out.
going to tcm.com.
Down to the Roosevelt. We're
Right.
there 24 hours a day.
Right, and we
It's
can
fun.
follow you on social media by going to.
At Illeana Rama or IlleanaDouglas.com. All of those, you'll find me.
There you can find her, and it's going to be a fun time. Don't forget, check out the Hollywood Museum and learn more about Jean Harlow's history, the first Hollywood blonde bombshell. This is BJ Korros with,
Illeana Douglas.
and this is the Hollywood Moment.